plan B or anything like that. Really, all I have is trading, man. Companies don't care about you, man. They don't care about. All they really care about is making money, making profit. This has to work, bro. Like, there's no, you know what I mean? You got this section of the club area called Price. Right before this happened, thought about joining the military. We're close now. We're like bros now, so I'm gonna tell you guys everything. So the internal manifests the external. So if you can just focus. Alright, so I wanted to talk to you guys about like pretty much, where I've been at, what I've been up to, where am I headed, what are my next moves and stuff like that. So pretty much in the last video that you guys watched, I was in Georgia. And if you guys didn't know, because I didn't upload that video, but basically my car got broken into out there. And the company that I was working for, that I was, as you guys, for the people who've been watching me, I used to travel for work a lot. I used to go all over the world and just work. But after my car got broken into and the company that I was working for didn't really, I didn't even get reimbursed for what I had to pay for the windows. The company didn't want to move us hotels. And I have all these goals. I have all these people who are depending on me to do these, do these great things. And so I started to pretty much rethink everything and started to really question if I wanted to keep taking these kinds of risks while being in bad areas, right? And the company didn't really. It's like companies don't care about you, man. They don't care about. All they really care about is making money, making profit, and you clocking in and clocking out. That's really all they really care about. They don't really care about, like your actual well-being and stuff. And with all my goals and visions, I was like, I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, So, I was making great money, but there was no time. I had very, very little time, and you can either have time or you can have money. And so I am somebody who is chasing time, freedom, financial freedom. And so the only way that I'm going to reach that is if I invest my time. Like, if there's no time to invest into something that could give me time freedom, then I'll never find that thing that'll pretty much give me that result. I'll always just be working and I'll be getting a good check, but there will never really be an opportunity to escape that cycle because of the little amount of time that I had. So with all of those things in the way, I was just, thinking about everything. And I was like, man, like, what am I gonna do? And I thought about the military. I thought about joining the military. I do still want to join the military. Honestly, I definitely want to join like some part of my life. I do want to like go in for at least one contract just to get all the skills and get all the benefits and use it to my advantage, use it to benefit the people around me. So I've been thinking about that. And then honestly, guys, like, I've just honestly been going all in on trading. Like, trading has been my full focus. Like, for the past 5 months that I haven't uploaded, I've just really been thinking about what I want to do with my life and what I want to dedicate most of my time to, because everything is like the same. Like, every day is a copy of a copy, right? So like every routine is the same. All the stores, they open up at the same time and they do the same thing over and over and over. And so you kind of just have this epiphany where you're like, all I really have to do is do something over and over and over throughout these days that are going to happen anyways, and do something that is going to move me towards something greater, something higher. And so you really have to just think about what are the most important things that you want out of life. For me, it's a dream body. I want to have a great physique. I want to have financial freedom. So I need to be, working on business. I need to be doing something that is going to bring me financial freedom. And then what else? Working on, just becoming the best version of myself, working on my relationship with Christ. If you guys don't know, I believe in Christ, but I'm not like that religious, strict person who like is perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect, guys. Like, I still mess up a lot. I still struggle with a lot of things. I still have a lot of battles that I deal with. But now when I mess up, I feel bad. So that's how I know that I'm getting closer to Christ and that it's truly changing the spiritual side of me. Where I'm at, I'll tell you guys where I'm at. I moved. So rewind back to, you know, with work and everything. My car got broken into in Alabama. I've been trading for 5 years now. 5 years, but I've only been trading Forex for 2 years. 2 years now, and I started taking it serious at the beginning of this year. You know, I was just reading price. I really wasn't taking too much action. I was just focusing on reading price and understanding the patterns that happen throughout the day. And so I pretty much started to get a good feel for it, and I started to gain some type of confidence in myself and my ability to trade. You know, with just the whole 5 years of experience, everything just starts to kind of click. And so I made the decision to just quit the job. You know, I just said, dude, like, I'm still young. There's still a lot of things that I could do. I have a lot of skill sets. I have a lot of knowledge. And I don't want to just keep putting myself in a situation where there's a potential of me getting into more risk, more danger, and then my family has nobody to help them out, you know. So basically I was like, man, like screw this. Like I'm gonna just honestly, I'm just gonna go back to square one. You know, and square one is where you're like at the bottom and you're starting to kind of like work your way up. So, you know, you work your job, and then you're just working your job, saving your money. And then when you come back from work, you go to the gym, and then you work on your business, you know, like that kind of routine. Kind of when I first kind of started this whole self-improvement journey, or my whole journey of just self-development, character development in all aspects. So I had a good friend out here in Colorado who I met last year when I came out here for work. I was out here for work, and I met her out here, and we've just stayed in touch. We've been really good friends. You know, we've always kept in touch. You know, even though I was like way over there. So I was thinking about moving out here to Colorado already, because I was planning on a move, but I just didn't know where. And then I was like traveling, and then I was like trying to decide which state that I've went to I liked the most, and it was Colorado. And so I was like, I'm probably gonna move to Colorado. And so she lives out here, and so basically, to make a long story short, we had a conversation. You know, we made some discussions, and she allowed me to come and stay temporarily, like as a roommate with her, and so that I can just like pretty much work myself back up in a new environment, in a new state of energy, in a new state, you know, with new people that are really great. And also, guys, like Colorado is just an amazing state. Like it's so beautiful out here. There's so much nature, there's so much spiritual connection to Christ and to God, and it just feels good, man. So I basically, a couple weeks later, after my car got broken into, that I was just like going through all these decision making, and so I pretty much just left. I told him that like I was just gonna leave, that I'm not gonna do this. And so I just drove back home, and then I moved out here. I drove out here to Colorado, and I moved in with my friend. And so I've been living here for, I think it's been a month and a half, 2 months almost, around there. And so to pretty much update you guys on my life, for the subscribers and for other people that watch me and that genuinely support me and stuff like that, I'm pretty much just working a job now. I got a job at, she hooked me up with a job at this restaurant, so as a server, which is really cool, guys. Like, I've never really been a server, but it's very, I like the position because you're able to speak to people, you're able to work on your communication skills, you're able to dress up daily, you know, and get all, you know, old money style, and work on your style, work on your looks. And you know, you're able to meet great people too, because it's like there's a lot of high-end restaurants out here and stuff like that. And with that experience, with that skill, you can like take it to another high-end restaurant where there's a bunch of millionaires out here and rich people out here. And so you can like meet so many of them and network with them just by serving their table, and you know, providing some type of value to them, and not coming off like a fan, you know what I mean? So it's a really cool position. So I'm just doing that to, you know, keep some type of income coming in. And then aside from that, man, really most of my time is spent just on the charts, trading, entrepreneur stuff online content, you know, filming stuff like that, which I'm gonna get back into, guys. I do want to say, like, I just want to be more consistent with content. I want to show you guys more of like transparency, more of like what's really going on behind my life, how are things looking, how is everything. And yeah, man, so now really the goal and where I'm kind of like headed is become a funded trader, trade full time, and then move out, get a place on my own, and then focus on content and just leveling up in life, and focus on Christ, focus on becoming more like Christ, and then moving my mom out here, moving my family out here, and retiring them. And then once I get funded, I will scale up, and then from there I will just scale to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K a month. And then from there we will get out of the US, or you know, we'll go visit other countries, go check out some other cool spots and stuff like that. So that's really the direction right now that I'm really headed at. And to be honest with you guys, to be like for like this is personal, you know what I mean? Like we're close now, we're like bros now. So you know, I'm gonna tell you guys everything. So really the only thing that I have, man, going for me, if you guys don't like, I haven't really talked about myself and like my story a lot, but I didn't really finish school. I never really could focus in school. I had a hard time learning and understanding what I was being taught, so I just messed around and just didn't take it serious. So I didn't finish school. And so because I always knew that I didn't want to go to college, and I always knew that I wanted to be my own boss, be an entrepreneur, be successful, retire my parents, right? So I don't have any backup in school or college, or you know, the only thing that I really do have is the military, which I do want to go. But the only reason that I am not gonna go right now is because of my family. You know, I need to be here for them, and I need to just take care of them before I do something for me, if that makes sense, because they don't have all the time in the world. You know, your parents don't have all the time in the world, and you do. You know, we have all the time we still have like so much time. If you're like early teens, I'm 20 years old, so I'm still pretty young. So I still have my whole life ahead of me to do what I want to do, to do my goals, right? But right now it's like I need to take care of my family, I need to take care of my moms, I need to take care of my brother, my sister. You know, if you guys don't know, like, I didn't grow up with a father figure, so it's kind of just been, you know, me looking out for them, me taking on that role, that responsibility to provide for them, look out for them and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really have a plan B or anything like that. Really all I have is trading, man. So this has to work. Like there's no like, oh, like maybe this is gonna work, or I'm gonna try this and you know, maybe, like, this has to work, bro. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like it has to work, bro. It just has to, like, and I'm gonna make it work. That's the thing, you know, and it's working, you know. It's you guys literally saw this morning, like, you guys literally watching right now. I literally called price right before this happened, and then boom, it dumps. Like, that's normal. So it's literally happening, bro, and we're gonna film it. We're gonna film the whole, I'm gonna document the whole journey, the whole everything, bro. And I'm gonna show you guys the, you know, the behind the scenes, basically. Because what I've realized, man, is our goals and everything that we want is just an external material thing, and it all comes from the internal, right? So like the internal manifests the external. So if you can just focus on the internal and do those things that will give you those external things that you want, then at that point it's just time, just focusing on the internal, doing those internal things, and then within time you'll just look up and your external will be a byproduct and a result of what you've been doing in the internal, if that makes sense. Yeah, man, I'm honestly just gonna get off the charts now. I'm gonna journal this trade real quick, get off the charts, and then I'm gonna get a workout in, and yeah, pretty much see what I have for the rest of the day. I don't really have much. That's the thing about trading, man. It's like so many years go into learning the skills, so many years go into understanding controlling your emotions, controlling your psychology and stuff, for to be able to make great amount of money in a little bit of time. But it was because of all those years, you know what I mean? And then you kind of just have like the rest of the day to chill, you know, like I woke up at 6, I was on the charts from 7 to, it's not even 9. I was literally on the charts for like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna be focusing on the most important thing. So that's gym, because it's gonna work on my body, trading, because that's gonna work on my goals, my future, and then content, which is gonna work on my personal brand, my reputation, my future. And like those are the really 3 main things that are really like, if you can just knock those out, if you can develop a system where daily you're just knocking those main 3 things out that are like priorities or whatever, over time, like it's almost inevitable for you not to see some sort of result, some sort of growth. So that's where I was sitting at right there. I'll give you guys a little tour here. So got a pool table right here, nice little TV, windows over here. Come over here, you got this section of the club area. Sometimes I come in here and do some work. Nice little chill area. Nobody's really in here most of the time, so I like to utilize it. But yeah, we're about to go get a workout in, so just go do that.